The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I want my defense to know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Anthony Barr, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here, finding room to the 20. That's complete to Disley, the tight end, and down to the 19-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there. Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, 48. Let's make these babies cry. Wide. Check. 36.
On play action, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson able to get this to Gordon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, Wilson. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wilson now throwing again. It's complete to Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to cut it back right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point up and good by Bailey. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Wilson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. On first and 10, it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
To throw again is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on second down, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, it's Cousins. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Cousins to throw it. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second? And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go! 49 the mic. 49 the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Cousins now. And this one hauled in by Rudolph.
Cousins pass.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now it's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. On the move to his left. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Wilson will throw again. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job with him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Check 2661. Matchbox lights. Zebra.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play fake. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. That's pulled in at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
And this is caught inside the 5. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so you might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to us.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
Bring out, bring out, bring out, bring out.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. 40's mine. Wait. You don't have a ring.
Now it's Wilson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 33. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing here, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta. Gun.
Off the play fake, Cousins. 20. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they... And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Good route here.
Following the interception, Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Go, 14. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Start.
After the interception, here's Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all.